In the early 2000s, a small startup called Tiny Speck was working on a massive project, an ambitious, non-violent multiplayer online game titled Glitch. The team, led by Stuart Butterfield, who had previously co-founded Flickr, spent nearly 4 years and millions of dollars developing a whimsical world where players grew trees and raised butterflies. It was a creative masterpiece, but there was one major problem. Nobody was playing it. The breaking point. By 2012, the situation was dire. The user base was shrinking and the company was bleeding cash. Butterfield realized he had to shut the game down and lay off most of his staff. It looked like a total failure. However, while cleaning up the digital remains of their failed game, the team noticed something interesting. Because the developers were spread across different cities, Vancouver, San Francisco, and New York, they had built a custom internal chat tool to coordinate their work. They didn't like email, and IRC, the standard at the time, felt outdated. Their homemade tool allowed them to archive conversations, search through old notes, and stay in sync without losing context. The pivot Butterfield had a hunch. He realized that while the game was a flop, the tool they used to build it was actually the most valuable thing they owned. They took the remaining cash, kept a skeleton crew, and spent a year polishing that internal chat system. They stripped out the game elements and focused entirely on workplace communication. They named it Slack, an acronym for Searchable Log of All Conversation and Knowledge. Why it worked when Slack launched in 2013, it didn't just compete with email, it changed how people felt about work. Transparency. Instead of hidden email threads, conversations happened in open channels. Personality. It brought the fun of a gaming background, emojis, Giphy integrations, and a friendly interface into the boring corporate world. Integration. It played nice with every other tool, from Google Drive to Dropbox. The result. Within 2 years, Slack became the fastest-growing business application in history. In 2020, just 8 years after the failure of Glitch, Salesforce acquired Slack for $27.7 billion.